Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for choosing to be here. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are going to be taking a look at messages from Spirit. So we have three different cards to pick from. For card one, we have this one here that says Transformation. For card two, we have this card here that says Changes. And for card three, we have this one here that says Go for it. So feel free to pause the video if you need more time, and I will see you at your pile. Hi, pile number one. If you resonated with this transformation card, then this is going to be your reading. So, pile number one, first and foremost, I want to say that I'm filming your group last, even though you're group number one, mainly because the messages were not as eager to come out and they did feel a little stuck. So I'm wondering if that's the kind of energy you're in right now. You're feeling a little stuck, or you're finally starting to feel like you're being moved out of a stuck place. And it can feel a bit uncomfortable. You might resonate with feeling very ready to move to a new timeline or to have new opportunities. You're kind of hoping for the universe to just pluck you out and place you in your new era. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who is ready for change, even though they are acknowledging that change can be a bit difficult for them right now. So I'm not gonna lie, there are some, a little bit of heavier energies in this group. So if that's really not your vibe, or you're not feeling that way right now, feel free to check any of the other piles if you feel called to. But if you do want to stick around for this one, I am glad that you're here. But yeah, as I was saying, you guys might be in this place where you feel like change is really needed, or you are making the changes needed. Because being the old version of you or living the old version of your life just isn't going to bring you what you desire, or is just no longer in alignment with the plans that you have for yourself. But don't get me wrong, I am not at all like sensing a victim mentality or someone who is beating themselves down. It's really empowered. I see this person here with the flames in their hands, and with the dogs protecting them. It's very strong. Like, a lot of you could resonate with going through a process right now that is making you feel very empowered. Maybe you don't feel that way yet, but you will soon. But you're doing things that are building your confidence. You're making changes that you once thought were not possible for you, um, or changes that you've been long wanting to make, or things that you felt should have been handled a long while ago, but you're doing it now. You're making changes now. And that is shifting you into the version of you that is required to be in that new timeline or have that new opportunities that you are seeking. And you know this too. You know that in order for you to have that new opportunities or to shift your life, the person that you need to change right now is yourself, and not your environment. There's a sense of understanding of the fact that if I want to see change in my world, then I have to first create change within myself. That's coming through very clearly. And whatever journey that you're on, whatever changes that you're making, you're being protected and you're being supported through it as well. So many of you, I think, at this time could just be facing a lot of your own inner limitations or your own inner obstacles. The version of you that didn't believe you could be more, or didn't believe that you could have bigger things, bigger opportunities. And I think you're making an effort to change that, to change those voices, but to also change a way of being. And that can be challenging at times, right? I think no one really gives much credit for the changes that we consciously make, right? We're not waiting for life to push us to make that change. Maybe you are, but you could also resonate with really just wanting to make an effort to be better because you want more for yourself now and you know it's needed. And that takes a lot of strength, it takes a lot of courage, and it's a great reminder that you actually love yourself to want more. For some of you, this can definitely resonate with you having to transform some of your external circumstances as well, letting go of certain physical things, whether a job or a relationship or something else entirely. But for a lot of you, this is changing the inner you, but also acknowledging that with that change, certain sacrifices need to be made. When you upgrade yourself as an individual, not everything in your environment will be supportive of it, or not everything will be in alignment with the new you. And some of those things need to fall apart, or fall away if they cannot follow you forward, right? So some of you could be facing some kind of anxiety or worry about things falling apart or things falling away, especially if you were to change yourself in a certain way or to improve yourself in a certain way or to move in a new direction, which is making you question if this transformation is possible or if it's even worth attempting. But I think for the larger part, you are ready to make the changes that are needed. Um, I sense that some of you could be experiencing like anxious thoughts and feeling stuck from time to time, not feeling very sure or certain about the future or where you're headed, but you know that something in your life needs to change now because wherever you are right now, you feel like things cannot be going the same way. And for some of you, you are further along on this journey. You have already initiated this change. You are in the midst of it. And for others of you, you might be at the very beginning stages of wanting to initiate change. So, if that kind of sounds like your situation, and you want to find out more, or if you are curious about this message, then stick around and we will get some tarot for further messages. Spirit, is there anything else you want to tell group one? We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you are getting very serious about your long term vision, about your long term goals and plans, and you feel like, I mean, I think that's your biggest motivation to wanting transformation in the first place, because you feel like things cannot be as they are now in order for you to achieve that or the long term plans that you want for yourself. Something, it feels like something's got to give or something's got to go, or we're just in a very empowered and active process of wanting to revamp our lives, to restructure and to make the changes that are needed so that the future that we want is somewhat guaranteed. For some of you, I'm also getting the sense that the reason why change can be a bit of a challenge is because you've been this way for so long, and it's change isn't just about changing yourself, but it feels like you're having to go against the expectations that were placed on you for years, the expectations of family, the expectations of friends, people who have, it's almost as if you've had like preset goals that were made for you that you didn't even get to choose to opt out of. It was as if you were born into this life and you were just expected to do certain things. And some of you could, your setbacks could literally be that of your environment and the subtle, unspoken expectations that were already put on you. And for others of you, the reason why you want change so bad is because now, for the first time, you have this very clear vision, a very clear goal of what you want for your future, especially like in the material sense. Um, and I think you've grown in confidence, you've grown in like your sense of self esteem and self worth, that you are willing to make the physical changes needed so that you can have more for your future. Let's see if there is anything else. We have the Four of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And the Knight of Cups. So yeah, I think Spirit's letting you know that honestly, whatever process that you're going through now, whatever process of improvement and upgrades you're going through now, number one, it's coming from a very authentic place within you. It's coming from your heart space. It comes from a self-loving place. It's not coming from a place of a need for validation or a need to be seen a certain way in the world or so. Um, you're stepping into a time where you can sort of make decisions for yourself and you're choosing things for you as opposed to things that were sort of chosen for you or were expected of you somehow. Of course, I'm seeing a very straightforward message that some of you could be, this big change in your life could be related to a relationship, a marriage, that sort of thing. And it's coming from a result of you stepping into your most um, real self. So, whatever transformation that you're going through now, whatever shift that you're going through now, is actually connecting you even deeper to your real self, to your most authentic self. Um, what might feel like a challenge to achieve, you might at times feel like you're reaching for something outside of you or something much higher than you. But the truth is, what you're trying to achieve is the version of you that is more real. You're actually going in deeper, you're not reaching out further, if that makes sense. And with that shift, I feel like a lot of things in your external environment is changing as well. You're going to be experiencing a lot more stability, a lot more love, and just a lot more aligned opportunities with yourself because you are aligning with a more authentic version of yourself. Well, that was weird. Yeah, there's something about you making the changes within that is helping you achieve a lot of better circumstances in your physical world. I think if there's anything else that wants to come through, is that for as long as you are moving from a place of realness and staying true to yourself and staying genuine to yourself, the opportunities that come towards you or the opportunities that you go towards are going to feel like they are meant for you. They're going to feel natural and they're going to feel like they fit into your life nicely. You're no longer going to feel like you're trying to fit into a life that was sort of designed for you by others, but wasn't necessarily made like custom made for yourself. So I'm sensing that for a lot of you, you are in this period where you are custom creating a life that is tailor made for you, simply just for you. And only you have a say on what that would look like and how it would feel. And the key to that is based on your feelings and your authentic expression of your emotional world or your intuitive world, right? There's a sense of, yes, we are practical, yes, we're doing the things needed in the 3D world, but it's backed up by good feeling. It's backed up by us doing what we want to do for ourselves. And that is such a beautiful, abundant energy. So if you are still feeling like you are in a state of being stuck or feeling a lot of fear, I totally get that through this transformation process, you are just becoming more closely connected with you. You're getting more in touch with your deepest desires and what would make you truly happy. And it's also sort of opening opportunities for you that feel so right for you, whether those are career pathways or relationships or just a lifestyle. Things are not going to feel very forced a lot longer. You're stepping into a time where life feels more free. It feels like it's filled with a lot more possibilities and that it feels more you, essentially. You might be at a very pivotal time in your life that is shaping the next couple of decades of your life, even of you finally stepping into who you are meant to be at this time. So, whatever change you're going through now, maybe it has been for the past few months or years, even, it's not just meant to be a small transformation process. It's meant to be something that is far reaching and attached to your long term goals, your long term visions, and multiple areas of your life as well. So that is kind of what I'm seeing for you, Pile One. If that message resonated and was helpful in some sort of way, let me know in the comments below. Feel free to like this video, subscribe to the channel. I love hearing from you guys. Once more, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hello, hello, my beautiful pile number two. If you resonated with this changes card, then this is going to be your reading. All right. I feel like I'm in really good spirits right now. So either you are feeling this way or you are going to very soon. And I absolutely love that for you. Okay. So, first of all, with like changes and quick silver moon, I feel like something is changing in your environment very quickly. I'm getting like the Knight of Swords energy. or this has recently happened and you're just looking for confirmation, or you're asking about, oh my god, what's really happening right now, right? The energy that I'm really feeling here is, someone who's been working on themselves for years and years and years. Okay, maybe not that long, maybe months, or it could be years for a lot of you. And it feels like they're upgrading energetically, they're feeling better, they're feeling a lot more confident. Yes, like the past stuff does still affect them here and there, but it's not as prominent anymore. It feels like they are making all these inner changes, but they haven't really seen a huge shift in the 3D world. But suddenly, it's like suddenly they wake up and their whole life starts shifting. It's like the work that they've done the whole time, it wasn't really showing the full potential, the full results yet. But all of a sudden, like everything starts, like all their manifestations start coming to them. Like their love life is shifting, their finances is shifting, they're feeling amazing. They're achieving their body goals, they're achieving all their little goals. It's somewhat overwhelming, even like everything seems to be coming like back to back or all together at once. Yeah, the kind of energy that I feel is like maybe someone who's had long-term goals or plans that they've had for a while, but it only now starts shifting, like Wheel of Fortune I'm getting now. Like it has taken a long time for the wheel to start spinning in their favor, but once it does, it moves really quickly and it's affecting like so many areas of their life at once. I also feel like for this pile, you guys might be achieving like one goal, one big goal, or one big thing that you've been manifesting, and it doesn't only affect like one area of your life, it improves like a lot of your life. Like for instance, you've been manifesting a lot more money, or let's say you've been manifesting buying a new home. It's like one manifestation, but when you get that home, it's like, oh, you move to a different location and then you meet different people, and then you meet the love of your life, and then you find a career that's nearby that new place, and it's an upgrade to your past job, and then you make a whole load of new friends in that city, and your confidence increase, and that opens more opportunities for you. I'm getting like one manifestation that can open a whole lot of doors or opportunities for you, or this is a lot of different manifestations coming in at once, when it feels like for so many years or for so long nothing has been happening. It feels like the inner work needed to happen first, but now the outer results can show. Right. So if you resonated with that, or if you are curious about this message, then stick around and we will get into some tarot. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else you would like to tell file number two? Some of you might feel called to watch file three as well. You can watch it if you did, only if you feel called to. Okay, that was too many. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Star. Okay, so I think further confirmation that whatever you've been hoping for or whatever you've been dreaming about, I think it's definitely taken a toll on you. Number one, because it's taken such a long time and it was hard for you to have faith that it was coming, but you still did. You still held on to faith. You still knew that it was meant for you, right? And that it was going to come to you somehow. And I feel like despite all the pain, despite all the reasons life has given you to maybe give up on this dream or the dreams you have for yourself, you still made an effort to keep your heart open, even if even if it was in the smallest of ways. I think throughout this process, life has thrown many curveballs your way. Life has given you many reasons to doubt why you can or cannot achieve something. And despite it all, despite everything you've been through, you still manage to keep an open heart, to heal, and to wish for the things that you want. And you know why that is? Honestly, it's more than you just, I mean, maybe you could associate with being delulu somehow. I don't know why I heard that word. But it's more than you just being innocent or hopeful or even optimistic. Because at the bottom of it all, the truth is you had faith in yourself and you had faith that you were deserving of good things in life. So even if on the surface you felt like maybe things are not going to work out for me, or maybe these things are not meant for me, deep down you always believed, somewhere in the back of your mind, you always believed that you are deserving of these opportunities, you are deserving of your wishes, and that it was given to you for a reason. And I think this bit of faith and self worth and belief you have in yourself and belief you have in the fact that you are deserving of opportunities is what's bringing the opportunities in for you. The fact that you never gave up, the fact that you chose to remain open even if you didn't have a reason to be open, is why you're being gifted with this blessing, because you have shown life over and over again that you're willing to take chances, that you are willing to take a chance on yourself, and that you're willing to believe that things can be great even if they were not in the past. Let us see if there is anything else that wants to come through. Yeah, exactly. The Knight of Swords. You don't see this coming, but everything is moving really quickly. And then we have the Empress. And one more piece. And the Ace of Wands. What did I tell you? New opportunities, abundance, things coming in so quickly. And I feel like you're deserving of it, not because I'm just pulling this information from thin air, but because you believe you deserve it. You believe you're the Empress. Your sense of worth is literally what's manifesting this in for you. The fact that you never gave up on yourself. So there's definitely a sense of something presenting itself as a new opportunity for you, something that's going to be very exciting, but it's something that you've been wishing for a long time. And I'm really happy for you for it, because you deserve this. You had faith, and that is the most important thing. You have the ability to believe in yourself, and that is a gift, my friend, because not many people do. And I want you to keep on keeping on, even when things get hard, because, I mean, honestly, moving forward, I think a lot of things are going to look great for you. So don't even worry about like the bad stuff. I think the good is going to outweigh the bad a lot. So, my loves, I think I'm going to leave your reading there. If this resonated with you, feel free to claim this message or share your experience in the comments below. Once more, thank you so much for being here. I am truly grateful for your presence, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you resonated with this Go For It card, then this is going to be your reading. Right. So, for some of you, straight up, you just want confirmation if this recent calling that you've had, or a certain pathway that you're walking on, or you feel very inclined to move towards. You're just wondering if it's correct for you, if you're meant to be pursuing it, and I think you have the green light from Spirit. And then for others of you, I'm sensing that for the first time in a long, long time, you have this vision for yourself, you have this big goal, you have this dream you want to achieve. But instead of it just being a dream, now it feels like a possibility. This time around, it feels like you can actually achieve this thing. And yes, while it's still a reach and you might still have to put in some work, and you've got to work with your confidence, and that is going to be some things for you to overcome to reach this, but it actually feels like a legit possibility that you can achieve it. And with this Go For It, I'm sensing that you are getting the message from Spirit to move in this direction. You can see it now because it is meant for you. And even if it's scary, even if it's going to take some effort, even if your self doubt creeps in and sometimes makes you feel like it might not work for you, or that you're not good enough to reach for it, the truth is you can. And the truth is you are a lot closer to achieving it than you think. Some of you could be thinking that this achievement, this opportunity is still a long way. And yes, it may be a long term goal as well. But the truth is, it's a lot closer to you than you realize. I'm getting this personal example as a reminder. So, I think it was some time ago, I kept coming across this advertisement for a bank account. It was a savings account, but since it was a fully online bank, they were offering like um, a much higher interest rate for that account, right? And I would see advertisements for it all the time, and it would make sense, like logically, right? Oh, you see a new bank account and they offer a pretty good interest, so why not put some of our money there? And yet, I saw that ad so many times. I heard about the account so many times. I was so aware of it, and yet I never bothered to open an account there. I was not even remotely drawn towards that direction. I was not interested. I had no care for it. It was just another ad in the way, right? And I had heard like people speaking about it, and all of that as well. And yet it didn't seem to be something that I wanted for myself. And then fast forward a couple of months later, I was stepping into a time where I was starting to take my finances more seriously. And, I was thinking about how I can grow my money and how I can make more, how I can get the best of my current finances. And so happened that I was speaking to a friend and she brought up this bank account, the same bank account, and she said she was going to open an account there. And for the first time, for the first time, I was intrigued. I was curious and I wanted to open a bank account there as well. And on that same day, I went home and I applied to open the savings account. And I did, and I put my money in there. So I think the message that is coming through here for you is that sometimes an opportunity could be right under our nose and we might not see it, or we might not feel called to in that direction because we're just not energetically aligned with it at the time, right? Or of course, at other times, we might not see the opportunity at all if we are not aligned with it. So something tells me that you, right now, are very aligned with new opportunities or a very specific new opportunity in your way, which is why you can see it, which is why it's open or opening for you. So if something is available for you, if something is here now that you are inclined to, and you feel called to walk this path, the fact that you can even see it means that you are aligned with it. So for you guys, I sense like there has been like an opening, something that was once blocking your vision, an opportunity that could not be seen, or you were just not ready to walk that path, is now available for you. And that could mean many things, right? It could mean that you've energetically upgraded. It could mean that you've cleared some blockages in your way, that you're finally able to see it. Maybe you're more confident now, so you're willing to take that risk. Maybe you are more open to receiving now, so you can actually see the opportunity. Whatever it is, it feels like you have upgraded and opened yourself up, to make more space within yourself so that this pathway could present itself to you. So if you don't really know what this pathway is to you yet, you might soon, or feel free to check another pile if this doesn't at all feel like yours. But for a lot of you, I feel like you already have this goal or this opportunity that you feel like you want to reach for and that you can reach for as well. I'm getting the sense that the reason why this wasn't really available to you before is that perhaps you were really functioning on survival in the 3D world. So a lot of you could resonate with having working on getting out of survival mode emotionally and energetically and mentally. You could have been working on a lot of mental health stuff, self-esteem, confidence, letting go of resentment, all that kind of inner work, and maybe that has caused you to spend a lot of your time looking inwards. Um, and because a lot of your energy and resources were directed inwards, it feels like your physical world was somewhat in survival mode. It feels like your physical world could not receive as much of your attention. Um, it seems like 3D wise, you were just getting by or just getting your responsibilities sorted out, but almost as if you were doing the bare minimum. You didn't have the capacity or the space to work on bigger goals or make big plans for yourself because a lot of your focus at the time was getting your inner self to where it needed to be so that you can reach for outside opportunities. So a lot of the work that you have been doing, maybe people didn't even see it, people don't even recognize what you've been doing. It feels like you're not necessarily progressing, but it was the basis of your progression. Whatever that you did before this was so necessary, is so needed so that you can achieve this outside opportunities. And I'm talking about a lot of opportunities. You might be feeling called to like one pathway or one goal now, but it's going to expand, it's going to open into multiple different directions. And it was so important that you did the inner work first, to work on your confidence, self esteem, a lot of those things before you were ready to see opportunities on the outside. So, a lot of you right now, a good chunk of the work that needed to be done has been done, which is why you are feeling more inclined to work towards things in the 3D, which is why you're now seeing open doors and the possibility for you to achieve things. Maybe a previous version of you would have rejected that opportunity because you didn't feel like it was meant for you, right? A previous you wouldn't have even feel interested in moving in that direction because you simply didn't see how you could be someone who made success in that way, right? But now, because you have worked on your inner self, you can literally see it. And you can more than just see it. You feel like you can achieve it as well. So yeah, a lot of you are in this era where doors are opening and a very specific door, a very specific opportunity is calling to you. And while, there's no such thing as perfectly healed and you might still experience self-doubt and worry from time to time, the dreams you have might feel so big at the moment, you don't know how you're going to get there. And one day you feel confident and another day you might wonder if it's even worth moving in this direction. But the truth is, you've done a lot of the necessary groundwork to actually get you going on this pathway. So whenever doubt does show up, whenever you do feel low in terms of your confidence, just remind yourself that it's a temporary moment and let it pass, but don't let it consume you. You've already overcome like a past version of yourself. You're no longer that person anymore. And while your brain might sometimes want to go back there, the truth is, you know that you're no longer that person. So some of you could still be feeling that split, even though you're already very called and somewhat invested in this new pathway. You could still feel that split between the old you and current you. Um, and that feels like it might hold you back sometimes. But I think for the most part, you are ready to achieve whatever this goal is to you, right? So Spirit's advice mainly is that the dream you have might seem really large now, but if you start small, if you keep walking in this direction, if you focus on consistent action and a long-term vision, you are going to reach it no matter what, right? It is meant for you, and that success is meant for you. It's inevitable. All you have to do is not let your doubt cloud your judgment, and don't let that stop you from taking the right actions. And as long as you consistently put in the work, you are actually a lot closer to achieving this than you realize, and you will get there. So, if that resonated with you, and or if it's something that you want to know more about, then stick around and we will pull out some tarot. Ah, is this from another deck? Okay, it is. It was the Judgment card, in case anyone was wondering. Spirit, is there anything else you would like to tell group 3, or any guidance they might need at this time? We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so another message that I'm getting for you is that I think, okay, wait. I feel like you're being encouraged to lean on support on whatever venture, whatever pathway this is for you. I think some of you might resonate with wanting to do everything alone, or feeling like you are alone and that there is no one around you that can support you. But I think the biggest, what's the word that I'm looking for? I think one of the easiest way for you to achieve success on this pathway is to lean on support from around you. And I'm sorry if you are one of those people that come from a home or family, or maybe even your friend groups. You're surrounded by people who feel like, I don't know, like they either don't see your vision or they're just not supportive of your vision, and that can really suck, right? Because sometimes the people that are closest to us are the ones who can crush our self-esteem. Not all of us have people around us who are supportive and make us feel like we can achieve things, and they've got our back. Some people make us feel like we're not going to be able to achieve what we want, or that whatever we're doing is not worthy, um, or they just simply don't see how we can be successful walking this path. And I think there's a message coming here that your environment does play a key role in your ability to achieve this. That's not to say that you're not going to be able to do this on your own, but to remember that we are all out here to help one another. And even if you're doing like social media and you don't want to tell your friends and family, you're still going to rely on support from your fans or strangers, right? We're still relying on people. If you're starting up a business, maybe you don't want to advertise it to the people you know, but you're still going to rely on strangers to want your product or service, right? So there's a message of, number one, I think not being afraid to lean on support or to ask for support. And if you don't have it within your immediate circle, then feel free to ask for it from outside. Maybe you're not very confident about sharing your plans with your family, but you can always like advertise your work towards strangers, or you could ask your social media followers to help you, something like that. I'm getting a sense that um, people in general will be really helpful in helping you achieve whatever this is. So feel free to like share your manifestations, share your ideas, and work collaboratively with people. Of course, for those of you who don't resonate with not having the right kind of support, I think the message still stands that the key to your success, in many ways, is reliant upon the support of others. And I know it's probably not a message you want to hear if you are someone who's used to feeling like you prefer doing everything alone. And I'm sorry that you feel that way too, because I can't imagine the amount of trust that has been betrayed for you to get to this point where you feel like you'd rather do everything alone. Spirit's message is also that they are sending supportive people your way to help you achieve this. So, whether it's people who genuinely love um, the thing that you're doing, if this is a career or business related thing, or if it's maybe more relationship oriented goal, then they're also sending you very loving people to bring you together. Yeah, so you're going to get a lot of support physical in the 3D from either people who love you, um, people you know, or strangers who value and cherish the work that you do. So I think your only reminder is to stay open to the help coming your way, and to be okay with receiving, and to understand that it's actually really safe for you to receive now. I think you've gathered enough wisdom along the way to know who you can trust, who you cannot, who has genuine intentions towards you, and the people who are there to discourage you. You know a lot better now. And even if you cannot predict or see everything, the truth is, if people choose to not, I don't know, if people do not have your best interest at heart, you know how to let go and move away from them as well, right? And I think another very important message is that don't let the words of other people get to you. Some people might make you feel small along this journey. I'm not saying that to discourage you at all, but sometimes when we are evolving, when we are expanding, our light shines so brightly, and sometimes people will tend to get in our way, whether intentionally or unintentionally. So you might experience maybe people who make you feel like you're not worthy, or people who give you a reason to doubt yourself or doubt your pathway. Your advice is to not let it get to you, to be closed off to that. You know what you want to achieve. The direction calls towards you. The only voice you should be listening to is your own at this time. And for some of you, this isn't even like a present disruption. This might be like past experiences, past voices of people who have made you feel like you were not good enough to achieve big things in life, or for you to have big goals. You were not meant to do those things in their eyes. Let that go as well. Don't let those voices hold you back anymore. This is your time. The path has been opened for you because it is meant for you. And that voice, that inkling you hear about moving in this direction, it's guidance. It's a reminder that you are ready, right? All right, so pile three, I think that's where I'm going to leave it for you. So if this message resonated, feel free to like this video or leave a comment, share your story. I love to hear from you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I hope that this was helpful in some way. Have a good day wherever you are. Bye.